Hey guys, welcome to a new review. Today I'm reviewing a used car. It's a 10-year-old car, amazing car. When I was a kid, my mom's friend got a sports car, took us for a drive. It was an amazing experience. Today, 10 years later, I got the chance to sit in this car and review it. So it's a super cool thing. Never thought 10 years ago there would be YouTube and I'll be doing reviews. So let's jump into our car. It is the Lexus IS-F. This monster has 417 horsepower, something like that. Around a little plus 400 horsepower. 5-liter V8 engine. This is a competition to the M3 BMW or the Mercedes C63 AMG. So Lexus is known as Japanese Mercedes. It is Toyota brand, I believe. And if I'm not mistaken, I love this design. It is sleek, not too aggressive like BMW, something more like Mercedes, but the unique Lexus touch. Now, this is 10-year-old car, so the design is a little bit, let's say, retro. Have fog lights. I believe these are xenon lights, and position lights are just halogen bulbs. But you have a lot of air intake here on the top in the chrome grille, and you have this two big air intakes. I don't know if you can see, so I'm going to come closer. You can see the gap over there watching through the road. It actually is channeling the air. I believe part of that air might be going to cool the engine. So I washed the car. It was a little bit just, regular driving dirt. So I've recently tested this new product. The lights were a little bit yellow because of the sun degradation, UV radiation, bugs and all that. But they kind of look transparent now, really nice. I'm gonna link that video in your top right corner. These are the winter tires. Not sure of the dimension. Maybe let's just read from the tire. Yep, 18-inch, as you can see here. These are some sort of, alloy wheels. They were chrome, but I guess, they're old wheels. So these are the summer tires. These are not the original wheels that come with the, the car. You have Lexus brakes, aired brake discs. They really do look nice. The brakes are really good. You have a lot of F badging here. And these are the mirrors. I like how they are sticking out from the car, so there's less air noise and air drag. They are big, so as you can see, the owner is a family guy, so this is his daily driver. And let's back up here. Look at this car, just beautiful. This is some sort of gray metallic color. And another IS-F badge here. There's a just discrete spoiler on the top, and it's gonna move like this. I like it how the air flows here, and then there's just a tip goes off. And then we have this Lexus quad exhaust. It is unique. I'm gonna back up here to the Lexus, put the car in the frame. It is unique. I know some of you are gonna think it's fake. It is a little bit weird, but if I move closer, you can see there are actual two pipes, actually 4 pipes altogether. Excuse me. Parking sensors. Now this car is modern. For 10 years old car, there's a backing camera, 360 view, and with a fisheye lens, and there's a decent graphics inside. I'm going to show you later. Just a little bit more of this angle, as you can see on the light. Car is still wet, drying. I must say this car is such a beauty. And of course, I almost forgot, there is here air exit. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's real or fake. Actually, I would say, watching at the angle, it's kind of hard for me to push the camera because I'm using the iPhone. It's on the other side. I'm gonna push it like this. Yeah, it's real. So thumbs up for Lexus. That's a real air exhaust, which is nice. Of course, on each side there's an F badge. Now, this car is soon going to be repaired. There's a lot of clear coat damage through the years of ownership, but overall, great car. I must say, I love this design. It doesn't scream I'm a sports car, you know. It's just a elegant looking sports car. It could be daily driver, and then it can be a monster on the road, on the highway. You can easily break the speed limit, and yeah, I really have to drive cautiously. This is actually the most powerful car that I've driven. It's not the new cars, it's the used car. Panel roof, I mean, you can have a sunroof that can open. So let's check the interior. Now, I like this simple design. There's a speaker here, really looks good. I haven't really tested them. This is actually soft. 10 years ago, actually 2 years ago, around 2 or 3 years, no one was actually touching this plastic. It was hard. This is kind of soft when you touch it, so it's robust. You can see that it has overcome all these years and still stiff, still quality made. This is leather. There's some just scratches you have from your fingernails, just something you cannot avoid. We have here some sort of light carbon fiber, but I think it's just plastic. Might be wrong. It's just a Lexus. Have that in mind. Memory seats, which is nice. They're electronic operated. More F badging here in case you've missed it. We have a I know car's dirty. I washed it from the outside. Man's really busy, so I couldn't find time to clean the car. Barely got the car since he's so busy. Aluminum doorstep. The seats are nice. They're comfortable. They grab you, so they have this supports. There's a child seat on the front, and yeah, it's really loud. I guess he's preparing his sons for sports cars in the future. That's a little joke. He's driving, really slow in the city because, you have to drive responsibly when you have kids and, for the others' sake on the road. Let's just jump in. Of course, electronic steering wheel. When you sit inside, it actually moves, so you can sit in, easier. This is the parking brake, so you have to push it or push it again, and it exits. That's before the electronic parking brakes. Of course, sport paddles. Hey guys, what kind of review would this be if I wouldn't? Okay, so the latch is on this side. Woo! Yeah, that is the baby. It's kind of dirty, but there's a lot of cover plastic. Probably the most I saw in my life. There's a battery there on the front, that's good. And huge F. And again, in case you missed it, this is a V8, 417 horsepower, something like that, maybe a little more. And yeah, that's it. You have here to open the fuel tank, and you can pop the trunk from the driver's position. Washers for the lights. I guess heating for the rear. And this is parking sensors, and there's a little, gauge cluster illumination control. So let's sit in. Now, as a tall person, 2 meters tall, 6.6, I must say this is really comfortable car. There's a little less space on the back. A 10-year-old car. I mean, 10 years ago, the cars were really starting to become a lot better than, let's say, 15-year-old cars. Okay, so another Lexus badge. Steering wheel is nice. It's perfect. Leather, has those little bulks. You feel safe. You really have to grab the steering wheel when you're driving fast with this car. Has multifunction commands, voice commands, phone. You can control the little display, volume, and similar stuff. Before we turn on the car, classic air vents, nothing too aggressive in the interior. Of course, you have this nice, buttons here for the infotainment, actually touchscreen. It's not a glossy, there's a little dust, but it's a matte finish and it's nice. The resolution is decent considering the age. Of course, you have here some other stuff. You have hazards and classic stuff. You have a CD player. The glove compartment is kind of blocked in this moment, so I'm not going to do that. Volume, FM radio, temperature for the dual zone, obviously passenger here, and track. So this is the CD controls. Start stop engine. You have a wireless key that is in my pocket, and I'm going to pull it out just in a second. So this is the key, so you can pop the trunk, lock or unlock the car. It doesn't honk in Europe. Another F badge here in case you're not noticing. There's a speaker on the top. Turn on the speakers in a moment. One's here and one here I've already mentioned. And you have 8-speed automatic. You have the shift paddles. They're really nice. And classic. I don't think this is a dual clutch speed automatic, but it's really good. Ashtray, cigarette lighter, or a 12 volt or maybe 5, I don't know. There's coins, a lot of coins here, and another cup holder that's hidden also for coins. That's a good spot for smartphones. Yeah, so, and of course, if I missed it, ESP off, just a second. Sport mode, regular, and I guess snow mode. This is a rear wheel drive, in case I forgot to mention that. And to show you panel roof, of course, you can do this. You can do this, let more light inside. These are the controls to open, door on, off. Not quite sure what these buttons are. I'm not going to touch them now because I don't have really time for that. And I guess this is not a glasses compartment, but you do have this LED lights here that lighten up the interior in night. You have a privacy mirror and like yellow light. Nice. The material is fine, but it's some sort of cloth material. It is not Alcantara, but it is, I believe there's a sponge behind it, so it's really, you can see, soft to the touch. And, door handles on the top. This is the back looks. You have a stoplight over there, and you have illumination on the back as well. You have those LED lights. And I'm gonna go to the back to see the space if you're a tall person. You can slide here. There's a mess. The owner's, I mentioned it working. So you have this nice blue stitches in the Lexus. On the bottom, hard plastic, but it's robust. This whole area is stiff. Okay, this is kind of shaking, but it's old car. You have carpeting here, so it doesn't feel bad. And let's turn on the car. So hold the brake for you guys to see. The steering wheel is going to come forward closer to me. I'm just going to close this. See, the soundproof is really good, and the view around me is good. Okay, I'm gonna actually open the door so you can guys hear the exhaust. Okay, so let's turn it on. Oh yeah, that's spring. Really nice. The car is warm because I've been driving it. And this is nice. You have white dials with blue needles. Not red, blue. This is the Lexus, I guess, for the IS-F trades, mark or something, just touch. And this is nice. It's a touch screen. The graphics are okay. So if I put the car into reverse, you can see the camera kind of blurry, but for a 10-year-old car, it's good. I know some new cars that have this camera, they're not this good. Of course, if you move the steering wheel, you have this. And I guess there's self-parking on the side. Yeah, so put the car into neutral. Okay, door is open. Car's in neutral. I'm gonna rev it a little bit. has a nice sound. Gonna turn it on later and film the exhaust on the back for you guys. Okay, now drive. I'm gonna put it in park. Now the menu, there's just analog menu. You have your trip on the bottom, your battery level, your coolant, and information. If I close this, you can still hear the engine. And the speedometer is on your left, odometer is on your right, and temperature, fuel tank, outside temperature. I guess you can play with this. There's menu here, volume, and this is a touch screen. This is pretty simple graphic user interface. I think it's actually good. You can see in Croatia, there's actually has a map for Croatia. There's voice commands. There's this, so there's like where you are, and then the bigger map. Display. Turn on the brightness a bit, huh? It's not bad. In contrast. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna play. You can turn off the screen, I guess. Climate control. See, this is kind of interesting. I would say this is really good for a 10-year-old car. And of course you have auto dimming here in the mirror, and this is nice detail. You have a little card holder here. I've almost missed that on both sides of the car. And rev this car again, so it's in neutral, just so you can hear when the doors are closed, the soundproof. You can hear this exhaust on the back. It's really nice. I'm gonna turn off the car. See how the steering wheel moves, so I can easily exit. Beautiful car. I don't want to make this review too long, so I'm just gonna sit in the back and show you the trunk space. Now, have in mind I was sitting on the front, so I'm a really tall person. I can easily get inside. Yeah. But as you can see, my knees are having a problem. Although there is like this plastic for knees, there's a place here. Yeah, if there was a regular person, or maybe if I moved a little bit, I think I would have enough knee. Here there's a lot of stuff, my bag with cameras, drone, and AC on the back, a little, I guess, ashtray. This is the front looks of it. Looks really nice. And yeah, okay, little problem exiting here, but I do manage. Also leather here, everything's nice on the back. There's a speaker, actually there's 1, 2, 3 speakers on the back, so you're not missing sound quality on the back seat as well. Another F, like there's a lot of badging here on the car. And of course, aired leather, or perforated, whatever you call it, with this blue stitches. Really looks nice. It's not that bad actually. It's actually in a good condition. It's a little, could use some cleaning, but it's actually good. And now we find that, I know it's on the, yeah, there's like a little button here, and pop it. I don't know the exact amount of liters of space, but I would say this is a decent trunk. There's a lot of area for loading here. Not too big, but yeah, big enough. And you can open that ski hole if you want to put a larger objects. And there's a spare wheel over here. I guess the owner is using sponge. I would avoid this personally. Both this when you're cleaning the ice, scratches your clear coat, so use microfiber towels only, and just spray the car with water. Yeah, that's my advice when you're cleaning the cars. And wow, I'm not sure if these are original, but these are LED lights. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. No, actually they're not, but they look like they are. Oops, that was a little too hard, sorry. Yeah, stoplight. Look at this car, it's just amazing, so beautiful, elegant. If there was no this exhaust, you wouldn't recognize this car as a sports car. And without that F badge, it's kind of square here, typically Japanese, until they kind of started shaping it a little bit more. This car is more shaped on the front, I would say. And this hood, how the air goes up. The front of the car was really, you know, shaped to force the air around the car. So guys, please like this video, leave a comment below. What do you think? This is a daily driver. Would you want this car? I mean, this is the strongest car I've ever driven in my YouTube career, or just as a driver, and it was impressive. I'm going to do point of view video, which is going to be again in your top right corner. So I'm going to sit now with my GoPro 7 and took it for a spin. Try doing 0 to 60 or 100 kilometers per hour, and try not to break the speed limit. So if you already haven't, and if you want to, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Always stay safe on the road.